Hello, my name is Walter Berry. We're going to be speaking of the benchmark organizational design, structure, and change. Specifically about Tesla. Speak a very brief history of that. Tesla was created July 1st, 2003 by Mark Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning in San Jose, California. In 2004, Elon Musk became a large-scale investor with a $6.5 million investment. Elon Musk then helped raise $30 million and then $40 million and up to $105 million in 2007. In 2007-2008, Mark Eberhard and Tarpenning left the company. In 2008, first all-electric roadster delivered to Musk, and he becomes a CEO of Tesla Motors. 2009, Model S was unveiled. 2010, Tesla went public on the stock trading. 2012, Tesla launched Craig charging stations. 2012, Tesla Model X was unveiled and Model S was delivered to its first customers. 2015, Tesla unveiled Powerwall and Powerpack along with delivering the first Model X to customers. In 2017, Model 3 was launched. Between 19 and 20, Tesla was able to unveil and deliver the Model Y. Luck would have it that in December 31st, 2021, Tesla made it to the S&P 500, a coveted milestone for Tesla. Later that year, Tesla hit $1 trillion in value and moved headquarters to Texas. Now we'll be speaking about the Fortune 500 8 dimensions of most admirable companies. They are ability to attract and retain talented people, quality of products for services, long-term investment value, financial soundness, wise use of corporate assessments, quality of management, social responsibility, community and environment innovativeness, and the 8 dimensions that we'll be focusing on will be quality of management, or came from the Korn Ferry. Since 1997, Korn Ferry has been partnered with Fortune magazine to identify and rank the world's most admired companies. Information is due to the fact that this is the list of the companies to look at to improve our profit and standing in the business world. Specifically, we'll be looking at the quality of management here at Tesla. Elon Musk has described a nano manager becoming outraged at slow production and wants things done as quick as possible, which is understandable. However, the way he goes about it needs to change and update, or we will lose some quality engineers, scientists, and employees. Quoted from a manager, had a name for Musk's outbursts called rage firings, and had forbidden subordinates from walking too close to Musk's desk at the Gigafactory out of concern of a chance encounter. An unexpected question answered incorrectly might endanger a career. Musk is a self-described nano manager. Musk has heard about a drag on Model X production and was outraged. He marched down to the line and mandated that the team solve this part shortage by moving warehouse pallets closer to the line and bringing in more parts than needed. The dictatorship of Musk must be changed to stop the loss of revenue and unpredictability of the company's direction and manufacturing. The ramifications of these consequences if we don't change it, the quality of management, increased time to production, loss of high interest, highly trained and skilled individuals, which we've mentioned, loss of profits, and employees being too scared to make mistakes due to the fear of being fired. The loss of trained individuals is a huge problem when Musk goes on his rage firings. Tesla CEO Musk called recent media coverage on the company's decision to fire about 700 employees following an annual performance review ridiculous, in that the automaker must have higher standards than its competitors in hopes to survive. Musk employees are working to the bone, giving up precious time outside of work, and they work hard because they don't want to lose their job in these random rage firings. Interviews with 35 current and former employees depicted the ambitious CEO whose drive to make everything from scratch sometimes impaired his decision-making, leading from him to approve extensive projects that failed and delay production. Musk's random bursts of anger and rage firings is known throughout the companies and is hindering production and burning out employees. Organizational structure, design, and culture. Here at Tesla, the current organizational structure is a functional structure. And we know that Tesla uses this type of productivity, so that productivity can be used at a maximum capacity. Their current organizational design is geared towards an inclusiveness and collaboration function, which is the organic organization design, which works towards the future. The next part is the current organizational culture is an innovative culture. We're an innovative company. Innovation, the process of creating and doing things that are introduced to the marketplace as products, process of services. With Musk being a self-proclaimed nano manager, he is hindering the innovation of his team and the culture to try and create new processes that increases profit and production. Conscious capitalism. I believe that Tesla embodies conscious capitalism due to the following points. One, Tesla and Musk are trying to look at the global idea on less tailpipe emissions and a green energy, and along with solar energy of Tesla. And Tesla continues to strive to do better for the customers and the employees, even with Musk's rage firings and his unpredictability of his management style. Tesla and Musk understand that great leaders realize that in order to become successful over the long term, you must provide true value. Tesla and Musk understand this and embody the idea in return true value. Cordo's 8-step change model. We're going to create a sense urgency, change the nano management to focus the energy into improving production functionality. Building correlation. Tesla is going to need full commitment of Musk and would need the support of the executive teams and management change agent teams, or CAT teams. They would create a strategic vision by defining how Tesla's quality management would improve and be different from the nano management that Musk usually has. Enlist a volunteer. Tesla would strive to create new management techniques from the top down and changing culture. Enable action by removing barriers. The CAT team would identify poor managers, outdated policies and tools that hinder work and production, and make moves to replace them. The general short-term runs, the CAT would be set specific, achievable small steps as work towards and meet periodically to review and update the directional, along with reward accomplishments. And the sustained acceleration. Once the CAT team produced the final plan, they should then present it to Tesla's management team, board, and Musk himself, and they should embrace the criticism and change. And then Tesla would then institute change. Tesla should adopt these management changes and include them in their new business model. Potential for challenges. There's a few. Let's start with 3 of them. Reluctance from Elon Musk for change and change management style. He really doesn't have to. He's a multi-billionaire and he's the founder of Tesla. He's the boss. He doesn't have to change. It's his company. Musk has an insatiable drive and will not back down. It's part of our success, but it's also part of our problem. There's a reluctance from management is the next one. Long-term buy-in from all levels could die out. The CAT team will not be able to complete a job due to possible Musk rage fires, and management thinks they will go back to the old ways and there will be no change to Musk behavior. Distrust from the employees. Musk culture of rage firings will keep them scared. The employees have a history of being worked to the bone, and employees could be given a contract to save them from random firings. Lessons learned. Involvement. Workers need to be involved in the process without fear of firing for minor questions not being answered. They need an innovative culture. Incremental innovations would be best suited for Tesla and Musk demands. And managing change include two-way communication and collaboration, not dictatorship or authoritarianism to scare workers into getting the task done, like Musk has previously done. In the involvement process, employees need not to have fear from losing a job the whim of a CEO who doesn't like what is said. Incremental innovation culture is what Tesla is and has always been. And however, there are sometimes multiple steps backwards after an employee is fired for not living up to Musk's immediate standard of rage fires. This would be a good part for two-way communication to be introduced so to see what Musk is envisioning and attach the employees up to his thoughts. The lessons learned are impactful and important for a future company to stay profitable and stay production and not fall behind the wayside of innovation. Are there any questions? Thank you for your time. My name is Walter Berry.